Hello and welcome to MIS 305. I am your cruise director, Sean Fields. You may wonder why the director of library services in the Learning Center is teaching your business class, and the reason for that is because my bachelor's degree is actually in business management from UConn, and I've worked for large corporations, small businesses, and have actually owned my own business as well. All of those settings involve me using management information systems, and of course, as a librarian now, I deal solely in data and people's use of that data. So, what is this class about? Well, it's really about everything because business and all other organizations, including nonprofits and governments and militaries, all rely upon information to accomplish their goals. And so, business is in the middle of quite a change from an environment that was based on relationships, meaning if you had the best relationships with your vendors and suppliers, if you had the best relationships with bankers, if you had the best relationships with your customers, then you could succeed and achieve your strategic goals. Now it's really about data, and the bigger the better. So you're going to make it if you know how to collect, organize, and make use of data in the best way. So Target is concerned about collecting every little bit of information about their customers, what you purchase, what you don't purchase, what you look at, what you put back instead of buying. Amazon wants to know the same thing. They want to know how long your mouse hovers over a certain item and so on and so forth. So that's the name of the game these days. And what change that's really enacted within the workplace is that if you wanted to send out a memo to a couple thousand of your customers back in the day, you would have a large secretarial pool. They would be working on typewriters, or they might make some mock-ups and then send something over to the printer. And in a couple days or a couple weeks, you would be able to send that out. Now, as a sales executive, you can sit at your desk, put together some material using software right at your desk, and email it out directly. So that's more efficient for the business, often more cost effective for the business, but the problem is for the employees that it's cut out that entire secretarial pool. So what that means for you entering the workplace is that you have to make sure that you have a job or you're tracking your career in such a way that you can't be replaced by a machine, including artificial intelligence within software. So you want to make sure that you understand how to make use of technology, how to repair technology in whatever limited way you can, hardware and software both, and then also make sure that you are creative and they recognize you as being creative, because those are the types of positions that really can't be replaced by a computer. And you'd be surprised how much of the business world is run by systems already. For example, on Wall Street, the major trading firms, really all their trading now is done by computers, by software on computers. And that's why you see such large and rapid swings both up and down in the market, is because the systems are set to notice trends, notice whether certain things are moving or not, and to make trades based upon what they're seeing. So, of course, a lot of those pieces of software are very similar, or they're the same exact piece of software being used by different firms, and so that's why all of the market suddenly moves at once in one direction. And that can be pretty frightening and disturbing. So, there's a lot of issues with technology. It can make things really easy, and it can also make things really scary. So soon Amazon hopes to deliver materials to your door via drone. Now, will those drones be able to notice that they're about to fly into a person or a bird or crash into your driveway or into your car? Who knows? Cars are soon going to be able to drive themselves, and that's going to be a major market. Google's been working on that. A number of auto manufacturers have been working on that, including Tesla. So these are some of the things that we're going to be looking at, thinking about privacy, ethics, the use of technology in marketing and operations, supply chains, all of those things. So how's this class going to work? An online class isn't really that different than an on-ground class. I actually prefer them when I'm taking them, because the major difference is that you can really work on your materials when you choose. So if you're a night owl and you want to stay up until 3 in the morning and work on your stuff, then good for you. It's up to you. You get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and you like to work then, you can also do the same thing. You don't have to be in class at a specific time. We do take attendance, however. And so at some point between Sunday and Wednesday night at 11:59 p.m., you need to take some kind of substantive action in Canvas, our learning management system. So you can't just go on and sort of flop around and look at a couple of things. You've got to go in there and post to a discussion, upload an assignment, take a quiz, something like that. And you also have to do that same thing between early Thursday morning at midnight and Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. again. So twice a week you have to kind of make sure that you're doing some type of action within Canvas. And so you'll sort of get into the flow of things. You will have reading to do in the textbook pretty much every week. You will have a homework assignment and a discussion posting and also a response to make pretty much every week. There's a quiz basically every other week. You have a midterm and a final. And then finally, there is a large research paper with an affiliated PowerPoint presentation, which is going to be put into a discussion. And because that's such a large percentage of your grade, we want to make sure that you do really well on that. So we've spread that out throughout the semester, meaning you're going to turn in a research proposal talking about what you're interested in looking into pretty early on. I think it's week 4 or 6, something like that. And then by week 11, I believe it is, you'll have to turn in the draft for the research paper so that I can look over it and give you recommendations, tell you what you need to fix to get a perfect score on that assignment. And then by week 14, you'll have to turn in the whole thing. So that's how it's going to work. If you need to contact me at all, I'm always willing to talk to you about whatever assignments and go over the material, talk about any of your concerns. You can email me, which can even be done directly through Canvas right inside the class. You can call me. I've put my contact information in the Canvas shell for the class. You're welcome to stop by the library. My hours do vary quite a bit depending upon the week. Sometimes I'm there early, sometimes late, sometimes both. And when I'm on campus, a lot of times I'm not available because I might be over at the Learning Center instead of the library where my office is. I might be teaching a class or in a meeting or something like that. So if you have something important you want to talk about and you want to stop in, I usually recommend just making an appointment and we can work on things. And that's pretty much how the class is going to go. So I look forward to working with you and learning with you, and I think that you'll find this to be pretty interesting and also beneficial for your career. So enjoy yourself.